Hello everybody, I'm Mike, and today I'm going to be doing my first impressions of the sleeper from Canadian Knife Company. I kind of did a first impressions type of thing when I unboxed the knife, but I feel like I was kind of all over the place. And I also wanted to test out this new setup here, this new camera angle. So I figured, why not do better first impressions of this knife? So I'll just run through some quick things with you, and then that should be good. We'll just do a quick little size comparison here of the Wrap Model 2 and the Wrap Model 1. So as you can see, zoom out a little bit, it's kind of right in between them. It's actually almost perfectly right in between the two knives. In fact, let's get you some specs on this. Try to do this right off the cuff. So, it's about 3.5 inches for blade length. 3 inches pretty much a cutting length. So that's, pretty good. You've got almost an inch, a full inch of a choil here, forward finger choil. Lots of room for your finger. So this goes from about, here I can measure this way. Haha, handy dandy. Oh, don't go inside it. I went inside it. 4.39 inches long. .58 inches wide. Let's look at this. 0.59 inches at the pocket clip, and then let's do the blade stock thickness. 0.11 inches or 2.8 millimeters. So I should reiterate, this is just the prototype. The production sleepers haven't hit the shelves yet, so things could be a little bit different with the production model, but so it's 4.2 ounces. First impressions. The action, excellent. It's not super drop shutty, but that's kind of by design. Seeing as how Adam, the owner of Canadian Knife Company, Adam Gibson, I was talking to him, and he said that when he designed this, he didn't want it to be completely drop shutty, because as you can see, when this drops, you've got the edge of the blade hitting your thumb. So he didn't want it to be a guillotine, because there's no guard. There's no flipper tab or anything guarding your thumb from getting impaled, so that's why it's like that. It's a good sized knife. It feels really nice in hand. There's really no hot spots that I've had to deal with. You can choke up here with it. There's no jimping on the spine of the blade, but in the production model there will be jimping till about here, I believe. I just saw a picture of it, but I'm pretty sure it's about there. So that'll be nice to have the jimping there. It does need it because it's pretty slippery there. The other differences will be a detent ramp, although I never really noticed there being a need for a detent ramp. It shuts pretty well anyways. And then this will be milled out so a little bit bigger, so you can get easier access to the liner lock. However, I don't really notice much of a problem with that either, but hey, it's good that it's going to be even easier. It's a nice knife for reverse flicking because of this ample hole you have here. You can also use the thumb studs to reverse flick, but it's much easier with the hole that's provided. You can use this left-handed as well, since there are double studs, so you can use that with your left hand, no problem. One thing though, I don't know if it's going to be different on the production model or not, the pocket clip is only for right hand carry. For me, I usually use, I'm sure most people do too, the pocket clip for a little bit of leverage when you're using your left hand, just to make sure the knife's in your hand a little bit better. So the fact that it doesn't flip over, I don't really like to deploy too much with my left hand, but you know, it works. Even though I'm left-handed, I don't carry my knives left-handed most of the time. I usually just use them right-handed. So that's kind of a moot point for me, but still, it is probably a little annoying to people that like to carry their knives left-handed. So keep that in mind. I don't know if that's going to change for the production model or not, but I gotta say, I do appreciate not having any lanyard holes. That's great. And not having the pocket clip able to go over here. It makes a much cleaner look this way. I do like that. However, I find with wire clips where it's just these little lines and then a little place for a screw, it doesn't look as bad as having the 2 little screw holes or 3 little screw holes for a pocket clip there. I don't know why that makes a difference to me, but I find this look is a little bit cleaner on, like, when it's not being used on the left hand side than regular pocket clips, so I wouldn't have minded it as much. But yeah, anyways, talking too long about pocket clips. Overall, it's a nice slicey knife to use. I cut all kinds of cardboard with this. The blade steel is 14C28N. It's been holding an edge very well. Very slicey. It's a pretty near a full flat grind. Grind starts, you can see that little line right there. Actually, I can zoom in for you. Oh, it zoomed out. Starts right there and it comes right down to a nice thin edge. It's not a super thick blade stock to begin with. Like I said, 0.11 inches thick. So it comes down to a nice slicey edge. So I really like that. It's a really great knife for EDC purposes. I think it's going to be around, I think I mentioned this before, $150 Canadian. And it'll be available in Canada, obviously, and it'll also be available in the States. Now, this is not made in Canada. This is made in China. This is made by Shieldon Knives, but everything feels really nice, really tight with this prototype. The micarta, if they keep the same micarta, this is very nice micarta. It feels amazing. But $150 might seem like a lot for the materials used, but it's a small company. He's just starting out, a small batch. Things are going to be a little more expensive to start with. As far as the knife goes, I'm really impressed with it. It's, like I said, it's the first design from Adam and Canadian Knife Company. I'm impressed with it. It's a really nice user. I carried it for quite a while. I still carry it, but I've been switching it out for other knives that I want to review right now. But when I carried it, it was fantastic. I loved having it on me. It was nice to flip open. It has a nice sound to it, and it slices very well, and it feels really nice in hand. So it's a solid knife. I really enjoy using it, and yeah, I think you guys would like it too. But you know, I know that price tag might throw some people off. So, anyways, give it a chance. It is worth it because the quality is there. But anyway, that should be good for first impressions. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.